If you're like me and planning to do a bathroom renovation, you've got to watch this video because I'm going to be sharing with you 5 bathroom design tricks that pro designers use to make even a tiny bathroom like this look absolutely stunning. My name's Carrie. I'm a designer here at Penny Modern and also founder of the blog Penny Modern, bringing you affordable modern home decor since 2019. And these are going to be bathroom design tricks of the trade that I've learned through working with clients, as well as doing research through major publications, as well as my own personal design mistakes that I've experienced through the 5 different homes that I've renovated over the years. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you 3 of the most common bathroom design mistakes that can actually make your space look smaller than it actually is, and who wants that? So make sure you stick around for that. So this first design trick is one that pros frequently use when they're designing a small bathroom, but they rarely call it out directly. This is all about using a design trick to draw the eye up. That's what I tried to do here in this bathroom by hanging my shower curtain very high. Is a way to basically make the ceiling seem a little bit taller by hanging your shower curtain very high and draw that eye upward. It's also the reason why a lot of people choose to do the tile in their shower surround or their bathtub surround all the way to the ceiling like this here, because it'll trick your eye and use principles of psychology to make your bathroom actually look taller and therefore bigger. A lot of people, when they're doing design on their bathroom, they just by default do things horizontally. So you plan your tile, like for example, subway tile patterns, you plan that horizontally. Or maybe you decide to hang floating shelves and that's going to be horizontal lines on the wall. Or maybe it's art, right? If you orient your tile especially on a vertical plane instead of horizontal like this one is, it's actually going to draw your eye up and give you an illusion of your bathroom being taller. In terms of a more modern and larger bathroom approach to doing tile, so personally I, at this time, would have oriented the tile to go upwards, so maybe a stacked long ways tile, or maybe doing a subway pattern, an offset pattern, but orienting it upwards instead of horizontally. So that way it's going to make this bathroom look much larger than it actually is. Another way to make your space look taller and therefore larger is actually to use a different kind of mirror. So the mirror that the previous owners chose for this bathroom is really small. And what I don't like about this is that it's really hard for my kid to use it. So this is a kid's bathroom too. It's our guest bathroom. And so because the mirror stops here, a lot of kids can't actually see themselves. The other secret, the design trick, is actually to use a tall mirror. So instead of getting these smaller mirrors or maybe those round mirrors, if you have a smaller bathroom, try getting a very long mirror and as high as you can go, and that's going to make your bathroom appear taller and therefore larger. And the other thing that you definitely want to try to do is, if you do have a shower curtain like I do, you want to try to hang it as tall as you possibly can and as close to the ceiling. You might have to get a little bit longer shower curtain, which they have all kinds of them. You can get them on Etsy or Amazon, but doing that will again make your bathroom look taller and therefore larger. Do you have any secret hacks or tricks on making a small bathroom look larger and not just the typical, oh, make sure you paint it light colors and stuff like that? What are your tips and tricks? Let us know down in the comments below. It'll help everybody out in our community. If the bathroom that you're thinking about remodeling is connected to a bedroom, listen up because this next tip is for you. This next tip is low effort but big impact, and that is just having a cohesive color scheme between your bathroom and your bedroom if they're connected. This is a design trick that's really going to make your bathroom and bedroom feel like they're in a luxury hotel suite because you're coordinating the colors between the two. It's also going to make your bathroom and your bedroom feel like it was styled by a pro when you have a lot of harmony between the two rooms. When your bathroom feels like it's an extension of the bedroom, it's gonna feel much more luxurious as well as very intentional. Here's how to do it. You wanna make sure you consider your bedroom finishes. A lot of bedrooms, they just have maybe the flooring and the paint, and you can obviously harmonize the paint between your bedroom and your bathroom, but you wanna take it a step further. A lot of people have a different type of flooring in the bathroom because you're gonna choose a tile or maybe a stone look, LVP, or something like that for your bathroom, whereas your flooring in your bedroom might be a carpet. But you want to look at those colors and think about, okay, how could I extend this color into my bathroom? So for example, my bedroom has a medium wood LVP flooring. My bathroom has a dark gray tile. And so how am I going to make those look right together? So what I want to do is definitely have some gray colors in my bedroom, and I want to have some beige and brown colors in my bathroom. And that way you're picking a couple colors from each room to echo in the next room. You don't necessarily have to use the fixed items like the flooring or the tile. You can echo some of these colors through a bath rug, through a shower curtain, through your towels, maybe it's through art. And you also want to think about your finishes. So when you have, maybe you have a antique bronze or like a brushed brass in your bathroom, you want to try to echo some of those finishes in the bedroom. So maybe you have a brushed brass light like a bedside lamp, or maybe you have some pulls on your chest of drawers that echoes those same finishes in the bedroom that are in the bathroom. A client of mine actually had a sage green headboard in her primary bedroom, and so what we decided to do, paint her vanity a sage green, and then we also got a really cute botanical art print. And then I think we also did a sage green bathroom rug. And so we echoed that color in her primary bathroom, and it made the whole thing look like a hotel suite, and it was less than a couple $100. So it's not about being completely matchy-matchy. Not everything has to match, but it's about flow and just making sure that when you go from one room to the other, meaning your bathroom to your bedroom and vice versa, your brain isn't just switching between the rooms. It's not having to switch between completely different color palettes, like a navy room, a navy colored bathroom, and a purple and white bedroom. It's really just having that flow and cohesion, so that makes everything look like it's a cohesive suite. Oh, and if you are actually planning a real bathroom remodel and renovation, I've got a great free gift for you. It is this bathroom budget worksheet. And this is really handy because you can use it to fill out pretty much everything that you might need to spend money on for your project. You can print this out and fill it out. It'll help you build a budget. It might actually help you save money. And you can download your copy for free at pennymodern.com/freebies. And that link is down in the description. This next one is definitely on my dream bathroom list, and that is a floating vanity, or being able to fake a floating vanity through this secret design trick. Floating vanities are exactly what they sound like, and they are vanities where you have the floor showing underneath and they're not actually sitting on visible legs, they're attached to the wall. And the fact that the vanities are floating is actually going to be something that helps make your room look bigger, because your eye sees that there's space under the vanity, so it just thinks that the room is more spacious. But if floating your vanity isn't an option, maybe you're too nervous about attaching it to the wall or whatever, you can actually fake it by adding under cabinet lighting. And there are so many options available now that you have rechargeable ones, battery operated ones. You also have ones that are hardwired, and these are the lights that you attach to the bottom of your vanity if you have a more traditional style vanity. It's a design trick that's definitely borrowed from hotels, and it adds that really warm glow, and it adds a ton of ambiance to your bathroom. It also functions as a nightlight, which is great if you have kids like I do, and it makes your vanity feel like it's floating even if it's not. My best friend actually installed this toe kick lighting in her bathroom vanity and in her kids' bathroom vanities because she loved it so much. And it acted as a little nightlight because it's motion activated. So whenever you walk in the room, it senses your feet and it'll turn on. And it's really great if you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. You don't have to have those harsh overhead lights, and it helps you fall back to sleep much easier. What do you think about floating vanities? Would you install one? Are they on your dream bathroom list? Let me know down in the comments below. A lot of people forget to put this next one into their bathroom design altogether. And so that's why I thought I would bring up this secret design trick to really elevate your bathroom, and that is artwork. Artwork can just make your bathroom look and feel more finished. It doesn't have to be expensive. It also doesn't have to be that large. And you can add a small, meaningful piece of art to your bathroom, and you can even make it off center. And it's just something that's going to add a little bit of personality to your bathroom. Oh, and here is another designer trick. If you really want to level up your art game, add a picture light above it in your bathroom, and that's going to make your space feel so elevated. And there are tons of these types of picture lights that again are rechargeable or battery operated that are available on Amazon, that you don't have to add all this expensive wiring or hire an electrician. One of my friends actually added a really cute print that they found on Etsy for $4, and then she put it in a $12 IKEA frame and added one of those picture lights from Amazon for probably $30. She said everybody that uses her guest bathroom now compliments her on how nice it looks, and she thinks it's seriously because of adding that one piece of artwork. And Etsy is one of my favorite places to get printable art, or you can get physical art that they'll ship to you. You can get all different kinds of art styles for your bathroom. It might be abstract, it might be a landscape, it might be a beautiful botanical print, it might even be some kind of a quote or saying if that's your cup of tea. If you're finding value from this video, make sure you hit that like button because it helps other people just like you to find this video. Color is definitely something that everybody talks about when it comes to interior design, and it gets all the attention. But texture is what makes your space alive. Bathrooms are definitely full of tons of very hard and sleek surfaces like tile and metal and stone, and think about chrome and mirrors and glass. This can make your bathroom feel and look very cold and sterile. Instead of just adding color to make your bathroom feel warmer, you definitely want to use this pro design trick of adding texture as well. Some things that you can try to add some texture to your bathroom are getting a waffle weave shower curtain or towels. You also can get some textured soap dispensers, and then I have a little tray that has some texture and ridges on it. You also can get things like wooden bowls and trays or a wooden stool if you have enough room. You can get some vases with some awesome texture on it, like this one from Target. And you can definitely use things like a woven basket to help add some texture, and that can hold your toilet paper or other items. And according to Decor, texture is the secret ingredient that makes minimalist bathrooms feel luxurious. I used to just decorate with plain white towels and glass bottles, but now I'm definitely adding a lot more texture, and it makes your bathroom just feel more luxurious, just adding even the little things like the little plants and your bathroom accessories as well as your towels. And all right, so now it's that time that I told you about for those 3 common design mistakes that are making your bathroom look smaller. But first, if you want to learn how to decorate your home like a pro, but on a budget you can afford, hit subscribe because that's what we're all about here at Penny Modern. Look, I love a moody and dark powder room more than anybody else, or just as much as anybody else. But if you have a very small and windowless room, like a lot of bathrooms are, having dark colors all over your walls, as well as on the vanity and your tile and even your ceiling, it can make it feel a little bit like a cave. Dark colors used all over the bathroom are definitely something that's going to absorb the light, and it's also hard for your eye to see where the edges of the room are if it's very dark in the corners, and that's going to make the room feel even smaller than it actually is. If you are gonna use dark colors on your wall, like dark paint, make sure you add a lot of reflective surfaces. So a very large mirror and maybe some chrome and things like that to help bounce light around. You also can do things like using dark colors just on your vanity or maybe your flooring, or maybe just using it as accents if you want to give a dark and moody effect, but you leave your light colors for your walls as well as your ceiling. In our old condo, when we first moved in, we actually had a bathroom that was colored like a greenish brown color all over the walls as well as the ceiling. And honestly, it made it feel smaller than it actually was. When I painted it a very light, almost white, gray, beige, it looked 10 times bigger. It was crazy how big of a difference that one change made. And I think that if you have a bigger bathroom or maybe really tall ceilings, you can pull off the all dark color drenched bathroom. But if you don't, and it is a relatively small space, or you don't have room for a big light or big mirror, it can make it feel very cave-like. I would recommend staying away from all dark everything. So this next one is using very small tiles with tons of grout lines. Not only is that a nightmare to clean, but visually it creates a very busy pattern that your eye has a hard time focusing on. And so it can make your bathroom feel more cluttered, which is gonna make it feel smaller and not as large. I definitely would recommend using something like a large format tile that's gonna give you fewer grout lines. And especially if you, instead of laying the tile horizontally, you lay them vertically. If you have a very small bathroom, that's gonna make your bathroom look taller and larger. The other design mistake for bathrooms that people often make that's gonna make your bathroom look smaller is actually only having one single light to light the entire bathroom. Maybe that's a vanity light, maybe that's the light on the ceiling, but only having one light source, it can create all kinds of shadows, and it also can make it very difficult to put on makeup. It also can make it difficult to bathe yourself and see what you're doing in the shower. So that is something that can definitely make your bathroom not look so great, and it can make it look smaller. Here's what you can do instead. You can do things like add sconces on either side of your mirror, or you could do a additional light. So one secret trick I have that I absolutely love is if you have a bathroom vanity fan or a bathroom exhaust fan, you can get a little add-on from Home Depot that you replace your existing exhaust fan kind of cover, and it has a light in it. So instead of it just being like a vent up there, it is basically a light and a vent. So that way you will get an additional light in your bathroom besides your vanity light. And that is a great hack. The other thing that you can do is get some under cabinet lighting, like we talked about earlier. There's tons of options on Amazon now, so you don't even have to hire an electrician. And there's some great ways to add additional lighting to your bathroom. Oh, and make sure you don't forget to download your freebie, which is the bathroom budget worksheet, and that's at pennymodern.com/freebies. The link is down in the description. And if you want even more ideas to help you with your bathroom renovation project, to give you inspiration, make sure you watch this next video right here, and I'll see you in the next video.